Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. And today's video, I am reacting to your Left 4 Dead 2 hot takes. This is a video series where I give you guys a platform to voice your thoughts and opinions about the Left 4 Dead 2 universe. And if you'd like to participate in this series with me in the next episode, you can leave a comment here in the comments down below, or also alternatively, you can leave it within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. And right before we do get into the hot takes, I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We hit this the last possible day in 2024, and for that I am just eternally grateful. There's no words on this planet that can describe how happy I am that this is the case, because just 5 years ago my channel was dead. So I really appreciate anybody that has since subscribed to my YouTube channel all the way back in 2020, and now I'm very much looking forward to seeing what this year entails. With that being said, guys, let's read some Left 4 Dead 2 hot takes. Too many people take the weapon tier list way too seriously. Aside from a few objectively bad weapons that don't fit the core design of the game, like the bolt-action snipers, you can pretty much use whatever you want and still do perfectly fine. I agree with this, and the fact that this is considered a hot take is actually really crazy. This comment had a lot of thumbs up, I noticed, because I'm assuming that a lot of you guys relate to this. You can make the exact same argument for the melee weapons. The melee weapons are all viable options, except for, I would say, two of them, which is going to be the combat knife and the pitchfork, although the combat knife has since been changed and that's not nearly as bad of a melee weapon anymore, but a majority of them are good. The differences between the weapons are honestly not that big of a deal. They're so minuscule and mostly just personalized to people's playstyles that it's really not necessarily that big of a deal when someone has a different opinion, and some people freak the heck out about it. That being said, please be nice to each other in the comments. I would really hope that there's no civil war in this video today. The M60 is almost useless. It has limited ammunition and runs out very quickly. It can't kill a tank with 120 shots as far as I know, and it doesn't live up to its rarity. Same for the grenade launcher. Epic hot take, Francis is the funniest. So I'm going to focus on the first part more for this comment, but when it comes to the M60 and the grenade launcher, I wouldn't say they're useless, but I will definitely say they're very unpopular weapons. I can't remember the last time in a public lobby I saw someone use either of these two guns, because its Achilles heel is the fact that you can't refill its ammo. The grenade launcher is a little bit better than the M60 in my humble opinion, but I would say that they're both really not that good. They're very circumstantial guns. You have to be in an ideal situation for those weapons to be justifiable. Maybe in something like survival mode is where they excel at the most, because you're basically camping the entire time. But when you're in a campaign and you're constantly on the move and you gotta go, 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 and you have limited access to guns and ammo, it makes it very, very hard to justify keeping these guns, unless you have essentially a magnum in your back pocket. Maybe what they could have done for these guns is, instead of making it where if you go to an ammo stash, it just refills the gun in full like all the other guns, they could have made it where those specific guns, every time you find an ammo stash, they don't refill it nearly as much, but it still justifies keeping the weapon because you can refill it in some capacity. Maybe for the grenade launcher, just give them I don't know, 5 or 10 shots, and then for the M60, give it at least 50 bullets. Explosive ammo is useless, and in fact is a downgrade. You lose the ability to use your primary weapon when infected are close to you, so if you have a basic pistol and don't have a melee weapon, you're screwed. The Magnum can be good, I always opt for the Magnum, but it's not as reliable for dealing with common infected that are swarming you. Literally all the infected can be defeated without it, even if you are solo and on expert, so what's the point of having it? It's a downgrade, not an upgrade. Similar to the grenade launcher in the M60, explosive ammo is situational. These are best used for when you're running into a situation with a boss, whether that be the tank or the witch, because explosive ammo will basically evaporate these two, especially the witch. I feel like one of the worst guns to have explosive ammo on is the shotguns, because you have to use those up close, and inevitably using a shotgun with explosive ammo is going to give you splash damage. I would say that the explosive ammo is the best on the assault rifles and the snipers, for example. Now, I can't necessarily vouch for the grenade launcher, but at least the M60, that gun with explosive ammo, especially explosive ammo and a laser sight, even if it's brief, If you get the RNG to get an M60 with explosive ammo and a laser sight, that's the god gun of this game. You can kill anything with it. Personally, I've never been in a situation where I have like legit killed myself with explosive ammo because I know the risks that are associated with it, so I usually just carry a melee weapon like how you address it in the comment. Left 4 Dead 2 should be an esport. For the love of God, please no. Now, if you were wondering why I had that visceral of a reaction, I'm going to explain it. Now, to drive this point home, I need to end up telling you guys a story. So if I may take 2 minutes of your time to end up taking a trip throughout my life, something very important to me, I will do so now. There has been many games that I have loved over the years. And one of the games that I had loved for the longest time, which was a very competitive and very esports-centric game, was Overwatch 1. I had loved Overwatch 1 so much that for the entire 6 years that I had played that game at least 3 separate times, I had got top 500, which for the competitive mode of Overwatch, this essentially means that you're the best of the best. This is still one of my favorite accomplishments I have ever gotten, but it's a double-edged sword and a part of me regrets this. And the reason why I partially regret this is because of what I had to sacrifice to get this rank. There was so many times that I had forfeited tons of stuff in my personal life, like hanging out with friends and family, playing other games, sacrificing playing as characters I enjoyed and having to conform to certain playstyles just to be able to get this rank. And ultimately, what did this lead to? Nothing. I don't play Overwatch anymore. When games get too competitive and people play for things like money, it brings out, in my opinion, the worst in people. Because people get so competitive that it becomes toxic. I have said this before in one of my own Left 4 Dead hot takes videos that I do not like the versus mode in Left 4 Dead, at least not anymore, because that game mode is also toxic, even though it's not competitive, it's just a normal pubs lobby. I promise you, my friend, you would regret this wish. The last thing that anybody wants to do is to come home from jobs or school and end up playing a game to hopefully relax and play with their buddies, to ultimately end up playing a game to sweat their dick and balls off just to break even and ultimately never get the goal that they're actually trying to achieve because of skill-based matchmaking hell. I think Left 4 Dead could be popular another 5 years at least. The game is still popular 15 years later. It wouldn't surprise me if it was still popular 20 years later. The boomer should damage you if you are close when he dies/explodes, since it's literally an explosion with organs flying at high speeds. So you basically want what the leaker was going to be, except with the boomer's vomit ability. I can definitely see this getting annoying for some people because you would just vomit on someone and then you would just suicide bomb them while they're blind and then they would get surrounded by a horde on top of the explosive damage that you just did to them. This could be very easily one of the top infected if this was the case. And I don't know if this would annoy people. It probably would. Who am I kidding? This would definitely piss people off. I feel like that if you ended up adding the leaker into the game, that would make more sense than just giving his abilities to the boomer, because together it'd probably just be a little bit too much. But yeah, guys, that is it here for today's video, and I do truly hope you guys ended up enjoying it. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, subscribe, follow, and all that beautiful stuff. And if you guys have a hot take of your very own that you'd like to be featured in the next episode, just please leave it here in the comments down below. As we wrap up the video, guys, I want to mention 2 quick things. Number 1, I have a second YouTube channel now. It is called Black Ninja 797 Extras. And on this channel, I'm going to be uploading and posting additional content that you would normally not see here on my main channel, such as gameplay walkthroughs and funny moments with my friends. I even have my best of 2024 video up on the second channel. So if you guys want to check it out, there is a link down below in this video's description. I also want to say thank you and shout out to Epic Games for being my first ever sponsor. I have a supporter creator code with them, and the code is just my name, Black Ninja 797 in all caps. And if you guys want to, you can use it in the Fortnite and Epic Games item shops. Anybody that uses my code or has used it before in the past, I tremendously appreciate you. And yeah, guys, with all that being said, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers are ever going to see. Thanks for watching, guys. I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey, meme lords, Jesus here. And you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!